Hi guys, and today we're going to make low carb chicken tortilla soup. So if that sounds like something you want to see from me, come along with my health journey this year and I'll be showing videos like this. If this is not for you, come back and see me when I'm doing a shop with me or a decorate with me or organizing. But today we're going to talk some chicken tortilla soup. Okay, so I got a little of everything going on today, so I thought I would do some type of vlog and post this up. I'm getting ready to do a crock pot, like a chicken tortilla type soup slash keto. So my keto police, don't come at me. We're doing more like low carb. So what we're going to probably be putting, I'm thinking, I love this Kinder's seasoning. So we might put a little bit of the buttery steak, the blend, which has salt, pepper, and garlic. And then I found that we had this. It says nacho ranch night. So it's Hidden Valley. So, but it's rancho taco. Anyways, so I'm thinking I'm going to throw this seasoning on there, which will be good. And we're going to do a little bit of cumin. I thought about putting the white chicken chili, but I think I'm going to save that. And then some chili powder. Now, I also have regular chili powder, not in the packet, which I might use. Because believe it or not, it has less carbs. So, and then, of course, we got our chicken breasts. This is the Kirkland, which is Costco. I know it's a huge bag, but I'll tell you what, it saves us so much money in the long run. Obviously, no carbs here. Costco actually has their own farm now for their chickens and eggs and all of that. So it's pretty cool that they have that. So we're going to put a couple chicken breasts in there. We're going to add our chicken broth. And we're just going to put that on low, let it simmer throughout the day. I am going to add a couple more items, but I will, let me grab those. All right, also I'll be putting minced garlic in it. Now, obviously, if you have fresh garlic, that would be great. Even I have some garlic cloves, but I'll be honest, I think they're at the bottom of our freezer. So I'm not digging. We're going the easy route. I love garlic. Love it, love it. Garlic actually is really good for you in so many ways. I realize, like I said, we are not like strict keto, so, but we're just cutting the carbs. We're cutting all that sugar. We're cutting all the carbs that we're intaking, all the breads, all of that. And it's crazy when you guys actually start doing a low carb or a keto diet, you don't realize how many things carbs are in. Like things that you don't even think about. So, really, and honestly, my husband taught me this. If you guys don't know, I know a lot of people are going to be like, Jamie, come on. But a lot of people don't know. So your total carbs, when you're reading your nutrient facts, if there is fiber, which none of these I can't show you on here, the fiber you actually can take away, the dietary fiber you can take away from your total carb count. And this was taught to my husband when he was diagnosed with diabetes. So, a little tidbit there. If you guys didn't know, so you would take that, and then if there was something here, the fiber, you would subtract it from your carb count, which actually gives you your total carb count. So, but we're going to be putting chicken broth. I think I'm going to need this whole container. May need some of the vegetable broth. Not quite sure yet. It is considered like a soup. So, frozen chicken breasts, we'll add some water as it cooks, as you guys know. We're just doing it in our simple crock pot. We're going to probably do it on 8 hours and let it just set throughout the day. So I'm going to go ahead and put the 3 chicken breasts. They're pretty big, but this we will have for lunches, things like that through the weekend. Today is Thursday, so we don't have to probably cook as much. So I like to do some of the bigger cooking either at the beginning of the week and we kind of eat it throughout the week, or on the weekend. Excuse me. So we're going to add that. Like I said, I'm just going to sprinkle a little this on here, which I can show you right now. This is the salt, garlic, and pepper. So just like that. I like to kind of flip stuff over, wash my hands. And then on this side, we're going to do the buttery steakhouse. And this is really good on chicken, so like poultry, and you see about how much I put on there. Now, I'll kind of show you what's in that. So I will tell you, we have fallen in love with these. I feel like you don't necessarily need tons of other, spices, but we have 2 big things of spices, 2 cabinets. Now I'm going to go ahead and pour this on there. We're going to sprinkle some on both sides. Flip them over again. I personally love a meal that you can kind of set it and go. And then I have the chili powder. Which, that'll be good because we're also putting in the rotel that has some in there. Now, as you see, I've poured, and what I like to try to do is just pour it around the edges, so I'm not pouring all of that goodness seasoning off of it. So we're just going to add this whole thing, which kind of covers it. We've got all those awesome flavors in there. And then I'm going to put the rotel in there. Now, I'm not draining it. You can drain it, but I'm not. We're just dumping that whole can in there. We're going to put our garlic and our cumin in there. And then also that cream cheese. As for the cumin, I didn't have, you're supposed to put 1 teaspoon of it, okay? I didn't quite have enough, so I sprinkled in what I had left, so that'll be good. And I know we have all those other seasonings to pack in a good flavor, but as you both know, cumin can also be kind of strong. So I think you're okay, but that's what it's calling for, is 1 teaspoon. I do have some diced onions already because we did I think they're called naked conies yesterday. So it was, like I said, we're doing kind of a dirty keto or low carb. So it was chili, but with no beans, and just the hot dogs, no buns. So we're just going to put a little bit, and my husband loves onions, but we're trying not to do lots of onions, but the onions are just going to pull everything together, give you that flavor. If you're not an onion person, don't worry about it. Don't put it in. So here I have 4 ounces of cream cheese, and I just kind of cut them up and diced them into little squares. You don't necessarily have to do that. We're just going to drop all that in there. Then we're going to also put 2 tablespoons of butter. As you see, I put the 2 tablespoons of butter in there. We have our cream cheese in there, all our goodness. Pretty much at this point, oh, our garlic. Don't want to forget the garlic. Garlic, I feel like, is one of those things that you kind of choose how much you want. I want to say the recipe calls for 3 cloves of garlic, but I told you I'm using the minced garlic, so I'm going to probably put a nice hearty amount of garlic in here. Okay, I have everything in there. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. That's helpful. I'm going to put it on low, and we're going to choose 8 hours. We're just going to let this simmer all day. This is what'll be cooking while I am dealing with Christmas put away. Yes, I still have my Christmas up. How many of you, comment below out there, still have your Christmas up? All right, so the day we actually made it, my husband got home and we were so hungry. We just dug in. So this is the last bit of it, and I wanted to kind of share to you what it kind of looks like, because it does have the butter, it has the cream cheese, so it definitely has some fat. So if you're doing like a low carb or like a keto where you want lower carbs, higher fat, obviously you want good fat. But we're doing kind of a slash dirty keto, I guess you would say. You see I'm adding just a little bit more cheese to the top. I'm going to put a little bit of the onion. We actually had some cilantro and onion mixed up here from our taco night. So I'm going to put a little bit of that on it. And you can eat this. I'll be honest, it's very good just by itself, but if you're needing something like a crunch, you can have pork rinds with it. I know a lot of people are like, oh, but it gives you that crunch. So I may have a couple with mine. I probably won't even finish this whole bowl. It's quite a bit. And I'm going to try to link how many carbs it was for a bowl of it, just so you have an idea. I may not be completely precise, but close to it. I am using the Carb Master app to figure out, just to kind of see where I'm at, how many calories I'm taking in, how many fat grams, how many carbs in general. If I didn't have that, I would probably have a really hard time. There's some people, they're good, they don't need it. I need it. So I will take a bite and enjoy my soup here. But it's pretty easy to make. If you guys have any questions, put them in the comment below. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know this was something very different for me, but this year I told you I want to give you a little of everything. But we're definitely not going to lose Jamie Loving All Seasons, because that is what this channel is about. It's about loving all the seasons, and part of it will be, you know, my journey. So come along with me.
Audio Jungle.